Hello, beloved. So, this is part 2 about my church folks. Love them. So I had this incident few years back, quite a few years back, when I first started really getting into going to church on a regular. And so I'm sitting in my aisle, and I noticed this kid. Well, I can see he's a kid to me. Probably in his 20s or something like that, leaning over his pew, into my pew, looking onto the ground. I'm like, and I'm looking at him like, what is he looking at? And so I'm looking down. So I didn't know what he was doing. So the next thing I know, old boy comes into my aisle, and he's standing there staring down. And the only thing I can see he's staring down at is my feet, or the feet on the ground. So I'm like, is he looking at my feet? And I'm like, nah, he ain't looking at my feet. So anyway, I just ignored it. That was that week. The next Sunday, I go to church, and I see him. He's a few aisles back from me. And I'm like, okay, all right, he's there. So I'm there getting my praise and worship on. And the next thing I know, he ends up right behind me again. I'm like, did this dude move from where he was sitting at? So I'm like, what is going on? And he's leaning over again, looking down at my feet. And it happened to be summertime, so I had on sandals. Open-toe sandals. So I'm like, what on earth? And I know what my feet look like. I mean, I don't have pretty feet. I don't. It's one of those things I just have to live with. I remember when I was a teenager, this boy referred to my feet as Fred Flintstone feet. My husband, who loves me like Jesus loves the little children, he himself have told me I got ugly feet for a woman. So I'm okay with that. I'm at peace with that. But I'm going to still show off my feet. When it's summertime, I'm going to put my sandals on. Hey, it is what it is. You get what you get, So, but I'm like, this man cannot be staring at my feet. Is it such an anomaly that he never seen feet like these before? He never seen Fred Flintstone feet before? Don't he watch TV? So then anyway, so I'm like, whatever. I just ignore him. Then it happens once more, and I'm like, he is really looking at my feet. So I decide to cover my feet from then on, right? And I am walking out of church a few weeks later, and don't you know, oh boy, as I'm walking by, says to me, I really like your feet. I'm like, are you serious? And I just keep on moving, because sometimes when people come at me with some crazy stuff, I'm like, I don't even know how to respond. I'm in a total shock, and I'm just like, I just keep it moving. And the 4th week he came up, I was like, I had to tell one of the ushers, I said, please, I don't want, He's a nice kid, but can you tell him to stay away from me? I don't know what his problem is. I want him to be in church, because like I said before, that's where he need to be. Even when you got even us foot fetish people, we need to be in church. We need to hear the word, we need to throw the blood on him. I wish I had a bucket of blood. I would throw it all over him, because he needs the blood. He needs salvation. He do. For that foot fetish. Because I'm not the one. But anyway, I love him either. Anyway. And that's my confession for the day. Church folks, I love them. Be blessed.